Welcome back to the Pretty Healthy Family Podcast.
Hello, hello.
All right, summer is approaching,
Hmm.
and with summer, vacations are approaching. And get
Yay.
out of town, kind of relax a little bit. We're not at the point yet where we really need to revise our vacations around Beckett's school calendar, but even he is going to school right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to school for 4 weeks.
Yeah, but
Camp.
he's 2 years old. It's largely just daycare at this point, and somebody even told me at this age, he's really just going to school to get enough white blood cells and to get every sickness that's out there, bring it home to us,
Yeah.
and so we can pretty much be sick for about 2 years. That's what at least what it feels like. But hopefully, you're really healthy as you go into your vacations. You're really looking forward to it. But a question we get asked a lot is how do I stay on track during those vacations if I'm having 2, 3 trips in my summertime and enjoying the beach, enjoying wherever you may go? How do I stay on track, reach those health goals during that time?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think this is a really common question. We
Yeah.
get quite a bit.
So what's the first thing that you would recommend for somebody when they're going on vacation?
I think one of the simplest things you can do is to plan your breakfast and your lunch. So if you, because you know you're probably going to be going out to dinner. So if you can really prioritize those things and make healthier choices for your breakfast and lunch, you're less likely to overindulge at dinner and to keep things under control overall.
Yeah, I agree. And we talked about in a previous podcast how you can use the hand method to understand portion sizes. And just a quick overview is the palm of your hand is generally one serving of protein. A cupped palm is about one serving of carbs, and a thumb size or about a tablespoon size is one serving of fats. And then trying to get in a fistful of non-starchy vegetables. So when I'm planning my breakfast and lunches, I can also kind of gauge what my dinner looks like in terms of trying to hit those protein goals and non-starchy vegetable goals.
Hmm.
Because I feel like as you're planning your breakfast and lunch, if you're prioritizing your proteins and non-starchy vegetables, you stay full longer. And maybe some of those bigger dinners or bigger lunches or maybe even bigger liquid lunches don't turn out to be as big because you weren't just starving yourself throughout the day.
I feel like that drives us right into our next point, which is to book a place that has a kitchen if possible, or even just like a little mini fridge or something like that, because it makes it easier for you to be able to have those breakfast and lunch goals.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I'm traveling, and I did this for years, I actually packed a NutriBullet, and I have pictures of myself sitting in my room, like making my little shakes and stuff, because I wanted to prioritize those non-starchy veggies and help myself feel better about my whole experience and my whole day. Granted, this is more of like a work trip situation as opposed to a vacation. So I do think that differs a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's really helpful to book that place that has some type of kitchen. You're bringing certain kitchen utensils or your equipment with you. That is very helpful because you're also looking to have a certain amount or a certain style of food. Your body's used to a certain style of food. You're satiated with a certain style of food. So keeping that level of consistency is really helpful.
Hmm.
The third one is pack some protein bars and shakes. And I feel like this is one that has me written all over it because during vacations, I tend to go to the grocery store and I'm grabbing chips, I'm grabbing pretzels, I'm grabbing all kinds of like little snacks, and I end up eating that most of the time when I'm on a vacation. If, let's say, we rented a beach house, then I'm not really that hungry for the meals that actually would help me hit my protein goals, my non-starchy vegetable goals, which are going to be my lunch, my dinner, those type of things, because I've filled up on really heavily processed snacks.
Hmm.
So having some better snack options would be helpful.
Absolutely. I mean, we just got back from a trip where I packed protein powder, packed a whole bunch of protein bars, and I even packed some collagen because it would just made it so much easier for us to continue to hit our protein goals, even though we were, having a good time in Aruba.
Yeah. It again, it just goes back to protein, super satiating. Make that the core element of every single meal, and then you'll reduce the probability that you're going to be snacking because you're still full from the the breakfast, the lunch, whatever it was that you made some better choices with.
Yeah, and we still enjoyed ourselves. We had really nice dinner, but it was still full of lots of healthy fish, and we still had our veggies, but we were still full enough that we went into dinner that it wasn't a complete overindulgence where we just wanted everything in sight, which I feel like sometimes in the past that's the way I felt going
Yeah.
to dinner.
So the number 4 tip we have is shop after you get there. And we've talked about I tend to go shopping. I'll grab the pretzels, I'll grab the chips, I'll grab all the stuff which I'll use the excuse I'm on vacation, so I can do all this stuff. But we tend to say like what's in your environment, you're going to naturally reach for. So trying to create an environment that still helps you reach your goals while still allowing you to enjoy your vacation.
Yeah. So when we go to trips, we like to go to the grocery store and I like to pick up things like yogurt, skyr, high protein things. And if I didn't pick up snacks before I left, like protein bars, I'll go ahead and grab those too. And also grab some healthier snack, like maybe a lesser evil popcorn and things like that. That way I have healthier options to grab, or we do as a family in our little Airbnb or wherever we're staying, assuming that it's a local place we were able to book. Then I think that's a great option. That way you feel better again about your overall choices.
Hmm. Yeah, and the last one we have is we really just need to put this in perspective. Um, there's 365 days a year. If 3 of those days you don't hit your goals, you're going to be okay.
Even if 1 week you don't hit those
Yeah.
goals, you're going to be just fine.
Yeah. And the way I really like to frame this is we talk a lot about emotional stress eating, and a vacation in many ways is to help alleviate stress, try to de-stress a little bit, and use that as a guide to know, should I focus on eating a certain thing? Is it going to be too stressful for me to try to create this super healthy environment when on vacation, which defeats the purpose of taking the vacation to de-stress?
Hmm.
So if creating that healthy environment is too stressful, then allow yourself a little bit of a break. But if you allow yourself too much of a break and that then causes some stress, then again, you're defeating the purpose of the vacation.
Hmm.
So, what is that pretty healthy balance where you can still maybe make progress to your goals, but in the end, you're still de stressing, which was the end goal of the vacation?
Yeah, just because you're on vacation, it doesn't mean that all your goals go out the window and you can just blow everything up and throw in the towel and just live at large.
Hmm.
I mean, absolutely relax, enjoy yourself, but within certain means, because the goal, you still have goals when you get home. And if you are going to feel so guilty and so much anxiety because you just went balls to the wall
Yeah.
while you were on vacation, then that's not a win-win situation either. So I like what you're saying. What is that balance for you? Maybe it's simply having a protein shake in the morning and prioritizing your meals around protein as you choose. And
Yeah.
maybe it's as simple as that, and that will help you feel better about your choices and not feel the guilt and the anxiety when you come home.
Yeah. And if you do feel a little bit of guilt with certain meals, just go for a walk.
Hmm.
Like that's a simple thing, especially on vacations. I know I really love to walk along the beach or walk in the city. You get to experience the city, the beach, the environment, and it's such a great way to de-stress. And so if you're feeling a little bit of anxiety about this meal or that, you can have 20 minute walks just along the beach, along the city. You're going to allow yourself to experience those environments while also helping you achieve those goals that you have for your health.
Hmm.
So as you attack your vacations and as you enjoy those vacations, use these tips to help you stay on track and allow yourself to still de-stress while staying on track with your overall goals. All right.
All right.
Stay pretty healthy.
Stay pretty healthy.